Hey my beautiful people, welcome back to my channel, Supreme Medium Diviner. Today we're going to be discussing who the baby was that I saw with Jamie Foxx when I channeled him about his illness. This is a very serious subject matter. I do want to warn you that what I'm about to tell you is very disturbing, and I have to keep my emotions in check while doing this video. Before we get started, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Please hit that bell so you can be notified when I drop a video. If you feel compelled, please like, comment, and share this video. Also, please be aware of scammers. I do not reach out to anyone. I do not have WhatsApp. If you need my service, you must book on my website. All right, let's go ahead and get into the details. So, I found out that the baby is not just belonging to Jamie Foxx. The baby is a representation of what's been going on. So let me tell y'all a little bit about myself so you can understand why I would be like privy to this information. So I work with a lot of children in the spiritual realm. I take care of a lot of children in the spiritual realm, and I help a lot of children here in the earthly realm as well that deal with a lot of things in the spiritual realm. Also, with me being a medium necromancer, I deal with the cemetery, the graveyard. That's where the voodoo lower baron is, and baron is always helping children. And so that's my job. That's one of the tasks that he has given me, to help children. I even go to the cemetery and I help assemble deceased children as well. So you need to understand that for you to understand why I'm privy to what I'm seeing. So let me give you a little backstory, okay? Y'all been asking me about Oprah, and I know y'all want to know about Oprah. I had to pump my brakes on Oprah because it's very disturbing, and I needed to kind of get my emotions in check before I give y'all the information on Oprah. But dealing and dipping into these mediumship channelings with these celebrities is like, you know, it's forcing my hand to do the work, whether I want to give it to y'all right now or not. So, you know, when that happens, I have no choice. And I told y'all I knew this was like my next assignment. So Oprah Winfrey represents a lot of heavy stuff in the industry within the congregation. And it has to do mostly with children. When I channel Oprah, Hadia Brabant would not come out of my sight. Like, I could not get her away from the channeling. And when that happens, she has something to say. And you guys know that she's deceased. Those of you who do not know Hadia Brabant, she is the little girl that contracted AIDS when born, and she was you know, active in her reach to people with AIDS, and she partnered with Magic Johnson, and she had been doing it since she was a child, and she died this year. Okay, so like I said, Oprah is very heavy when it comes to the child portion, the children portion of what this congregation, these elites are doing. Okay, so I just had to, like, you know, let me pump the brakes on that because it was just a lot to go into, and I had to make sure that when I went into it, you guys understood. So with that being said, that was probably about a month ago. Before that, right before the election, I got a vision of these babies. And I posted the video on TikTok, but TikTok took it down. TikTok takes a lot of my videos down when I'm explaining to you guys like what's going on in the congregation and the elites. I got a vision of these babies in the womb. And there was this contraption, this instrument going up into the womb on full-term babies, wrapping itself around it. Then it goes to these girls, like they're drawing blood and they're administering the blood into people. And then it goes to girls who are trying to get away and they're asking help in the hospital. You have some doctors who will assist them and some who will not. When they assist them, they have it set up. Now, mind you, these girls are runaways, people nobody's looking for. And they've been trafficked. And they have them in the system to where the people that are working, they will show up like they're their parents, but they'll come to get them. You understand what I'm saying? So they got it set up really good. That vision came to me right before the election, and I was trying to see like why it was so important for the Democrats and their immigration policy, why that was so important for them, and where things were coming from. But that's another video. So that's part of it, part of the trafficking, and we know trafficking has been happening, man, since the beginning of time. Like the things that they used to do to black babies, during slavery time. It's horrific. So we know this has been going on a long time, but it's still very emotional because in my mind, it's like, what makes people go to this extreme? But my question was kind of answered. So I wanted to know who the baby was with Jamie Foxx. Something also told me to go ahead and tie in and ask questions about Michelle Lammy. You guys have been asking about her, and you guys in the comments said that she's a voodoo priestess in her 80s, and she said to be around all these celebrities, especially those in ATL, and she grants them things, I guess, and she helps them with things and things of that nature. I haven't really looked into her, but she's gonna come up, and I know what her role is now. Matter of fact, I should have looked this up before I did the video. Give me a second. There's a woman, I feel like that's the role that she plays, a woman that was based out of Charleston, South Carolina. Hold on. I meant to look it up so I could get her name. It's a woman that was in Charleston, South Carolina. I did a video on it on TikTok. I wish I'd looked it up so I could tell y'all, but let me go on. I'll find it. So I'm asking about the baby. So after I did the video with Jamie Foxx, I was still getting visions of the baby. I'm gonna say the baby. Last night was the most like vivid vision where I kind of seen everything step by step, like it was just all laid out for me. What I saw was from babies to elementary school kids. And these babies are being trafficked, are being used. And it leads me to what happened to Diddy's adopted child. She's gone, or she's either in the care of someone, but I think she's gone. And I'm going to tell you why. I saw Magic Johnson showed up, and he was holding the baby. And I saw parties, let's say birthday parties, where celebrities were amongst these children. They were having like bouncy houses, things of that nature, in these big old houses. Almost, it reminded me of like kids being adopted and you're coming to find which one you want, but it wasn't for like that. And these celebrities around these kids, and they got everything here that these kids would love, from hot air balloons, bouncy houses, stuff flying in the air. Anything that y'all could imagine that kids would like is there. Anything to cater to a child is there. The ones who don't, if I saw them as a vision as an elementary school child, they're going to be adopted and they're continuously being used. When I see them as a baby, they're in the astral and they're gone. Because that's what I do. I take care of babies in the astral realm. So that's how I know that. That's why I had to give y'all a little foreshadowing. There is something that they're getting from these babies, some type of fluid, that is keeping them healthy. And it's due to that HIV, okay? AIDS. I'm going to tell you how I know. If y'all watched my video on Lil' Kim, I told y'all. Lil' Kim was like, that's where she drew the line. She didn't want to mess with this person because they had it. Magic Johnson showed up. This explains why Magic Johnson has not gotten sick. So what this tells me is, because of all the goings on that they have with the parties, the freak offs, they have to keep themselves healthy, and that's how they're doing it. That's why it explains, furthermore, the babies that I keep seeing, the children that I keep seeing. It won't go away. I just don't tell y'all about it every time, but it gets more and more. The deeper I go, the more it gets. The deeper I go, the more it gets. This is very emotional for me because the way that I care for children, and just because it's wrong, like, let's just talk about that first. It's just wrong. But this is what is happening. I would never look at these celebrities the same again. I've never been the one to praise celebrities, but at this point, they make me sick. They make me sick. Really, they make me sick. I'm just being honest. The crazy thing about it is, when it's all said and done, when these parties are over, they clean up like nothing was ever there. These big old mansions, houses, is gone, empty. Like, not a trace of anything. Nothing was never there. Also, they put a lot of emphasis on the food. The food is very important that they're feeding at these birthday parties. The range of people that are there are from your low-level rapper to your highest of the high. And not people who have roles, but people who are participating to get what they can get from these children. I feel like that Magic Johnson had to sacrifice his son in order, that was his payment. That was his payment. For him to get what he got. Michelle Lammy is the mother. I seen this old, decrepit woman that was directing everybody. And it made me think about it. Y'all gonna have to go look it up. I'm giving y'all some homework. Look up Masons. Look up Alex Crawley. Specifically hone in on Charleston, South Carolina. There was a woman, and I'm sorry I cannot remember her name. There was a woman who was in charge of gathering the children here in Charleston, South Carolina. If you don't know, I'm in South Carolina. I'm not far from Charleston. And they did this for a very long time. Look up. I promise you, this is y'all's homework. This is true stuff, true facts. You can also look her up on YouTube. You can type in, just put in the woman in Charleston, South Carolina that was a Mason. And most women are not Masons, okay? So it's not going to be hard to find her. They allowed her to do this. That was her role. So she wasn't like a Mason, but she was in their camp. She was in their camp. And look up Alex Crawley. He was more of the demonic side of it that a lot of people don't like to look into, but me doing what I do, it's real. That was her sole job. And as soon as I finished doing my channeling, I knew right then that's what she's in charge of. I knew right then that's who she reminded me of. That Michelle Lammy. That's exactly who I compare her to, is that woman in Charleston. So, this fluid that they're getting holds a lot of power that is used to keep them healthy. I'm going to tell you now, the babies don't make it. There's few that grow up to be elementary school, and those are the ones that they adopt. But the babies, they're gone because I wouldn't be able to see it if they weren't. So that's why I said it's very emotional. It's very sick. A lot of things is coming into play. So don't look for that adoptive child that Diddy got. Don't even look for her anymore. Jamie Foxx is saying, no, you can't. I told y'all he got a conscience. That's what it represented. No. So that's why he got sick. Honey, like I said, y'all, the deeper I go, the more comes out. The more comes out. I really think I need to go in on the Bohemian Grove after having this vision. I really do, because we need to see, like, why exactly. For me, anyway, I want to know, like, why exactly. And I know they said that these are conspiracy theories, but they're not. They're not conspiracy theories, y'all. They're not. It's very true. It's very real and sickening. But it was like, it was all leading, the clues that I was getting, it was all leading up to this. Especially with that one with Lil' Kim. She was like, that was it for her. Like, that was where she drew the line. Like, that was it. Jamie Foxx got a conscience. I don't know. I'm speechless, to be honest with you, about this. I'm real speechless. They even like they have dances and like formals for these kids as well. They do have a place where the kids live, where they keep them. They keep them in a nice place. I will tell you that. Um, the women that they get the kids from, though, not so nice. There is like I said, there's always a mother of a group. She's very cruel. She even, if somebody, like, they hire people to watch them, and if somebody comes in that's like actually like somebody who like really cares about kids, they don't hire them, because the people that they hire, they don't tell them like why they're there. They're just like, we need you to take care of these babies and things of that nature, and these babies are like, on the black market and everything like that. They don't want people who genuinely like care about kids, because that's not going to work for them. That's not going to work. I mean, they do the bare minimum with these babies, like changing and feeding, that's it. No interaction. I was able to see that. And some of these girls do try to get help when they go to the hospital and they go into labor. And you do have some doctors that will will help them. But like I said, they already have someone in place that comes to get them, that's working in the organization. And the medical field is also in cahoots with this organization. They're allowing these things to happen. And they also have the teenage girls. They have the babies. They also turn them into workers. They administer the whatever they need to administer through their blood. It's through their the fluid they need to administer through their blood. They have them working. They've trained them to do that. So this is very organized, structured. But that's what the baby represents. That's who the baby is. Oh, also, in order for things to be like, if you want to call it high vibrational, they have to go all out before the child is born. They have they go baby showers. The mother is dressed very elaborate. Not the mother of the person having the baby, but the person who's over the whole thing. So I'm thinking, what I'm seeing, I feel like Michelle Lammy has people, because she's 80 years old. She has people that's under her that she has them. It's like a ritual that they do before the child is born. They have to be very, like, their dress has to be very elaborate. The food has to be very particular. The decor has to be very neat. Everything has to be in its place and ready at a certain time. When I walked through, and this is before this vision, but when I walked through to see like these facilities or houses that they're at, it's something about with the ritual. They have to, like, they're very particular about cleaning. It has to be clean, like nothing on the floor, nothing in the trash cans. I'm thinking because of any evidence, that's why. So they have people who are round the clock picking up, cleaning. These people cannot show their face. It's always hidden. They have something over their face. So I'm thinking that's because they can't see who's there. But they have to be there though. They're constantly picking up, cleaning up. And a lot of the space is empty. Whoever the mother is, the person that's doing the ritual, they are in a closet where they get ready. They do not come out until it's time for the ritual, until everything is set up. They don't come out until then, and somebody comes and gets them and brings them out. So very serious, guys. With that being said, where do we go next? I still think that we need to get down to Oprah, and I'm gonna do that. But I'm going to go off of y'all's recommendations this time, because I'm kind of at I know I told you I want to touch on ATL, but I'm kind of at a standstill because I'm trying to see, like, I feel like there's a direction that I need to go, but I don't know yet. Like, it hasn't revealed itself yet. I feel like it's leading me up to a direction that I need to go, but I know I said a Bohemian Grove, but I feel like it's something else that's like kind of like nagging at me, but I don't know exactly like what it is yet. If y'all see it, put it in the comments. Give me y'all's recommendations. I'm feeling like I need the energy of other people, other intuitives, to see what needs to be next. Okay? So, I hope this helped you guys. Again, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Like, comment, and share if you feel compelled. Hit the bell. And I will talk to you guys later. Until next time. Bye.